freaking Friday, and I got a good one to talk to you all about today, so let's get right to it. This week, YouTuber ELLE DARBY got quite the surprise after sending a private email to a hotel in Dublin, Ireland, asking for hotel accommodations in exchange for social media promotion. Elle and her partner were making plans to go to Dublin in February, and like most social media influencers do, she started to reach out to hotels in the area to see if any were interested in working with her. After Elle sent off the email, she was out and noticed she was receiving a ton of social media notifications. When she started to go through them, she was quickly embarrassed, sad, and disappointed. One of the hotels she reached out to wrote back and was clearly not interested, but instead of just sending a polite no back, the manager Paul Stenson of the hotel decided to send a pretty aggressive message to the world by posting his ridiculous response to Elle's email on all of the company socials. Now let me rewind for a second and say Elle's email was perfectly polite and actually pretty flattering to the hotel. She was not aggressive or rude in any way and simply just wrote, "As I was searching for places to stay, I came across your stunning hotel and would love to feature you in my YouTube videos, dedicated Instagram stories, posts to bring traffic to your hotel and recommend others to book up in return for free accommodations. Last year, I worked with Universal Orlando in Florida and it's been amazing for them." She ends by saying, "Let me know if this is something you'd be interested in doing. I look forward to hearing from you, smiley face." Just as an added note, this is not the first time Paul has been in the headlines for calling out a modern concept that he doesn't agree with. Back in October of 2015, Paul was in some hot water after a slightly earlier post he made basically telling vegans to give him prior notice before coming into his cafe so he could prepare suitable menu options for their idiosyncratic dietary requirements. This clearly got people heated, and after receiving such backlash, Paul decided to ban all vegans from coming to the cafe. Oh, one thing I know for sure is Paul should never come to LA. Clearly he hasn't gotten the memo that it's 2018. Paul took his beef so far with vegans, he actually took to social media in 2015 to share with the world that vegans were banned from his establishment, and any vegans attempting to enter the cafe will be shot dead at point blank range. Oh, but wait, it gets better. While we wouldn't usually kill any of our customers, as you say yourself, meat is murder, so it's fair game if we murder humans as well as animals. This is clearly no difference. Okay, what? Now this could be a stretch, but if I were a betting girl, I'd say that there's a good chance this may be his own twisted marketing ploy to capitalize on his target demographic. Older, not into vegans, and don't have a clue as to what social media really is. Let's face it, in today's day and age, social media influencers are pretty much the modern equivalent of a billboard. So from a business perspective, it absolutely makes sense for these sort of relationships to happen, which they do every day with pretty amazing brands. In response to the backlash from Elle's video, Paul posted on the company Facebook now banning bloggers from his establishment. Is it 2015 again, guys? At least he didn't say he was gonna kill him. But anyways, Paul also had to add, "P.S. Perhaps if you went out and got real jobs, you'd be able to pay for goods and services like everybody else." Just a thought. The ignorance is too real. Hey Paul, let me send you a few articles. Might actually do you some good. Elle mentions in the video she posted to her YouTube channel earlier this week that the majority of the people who were bashing her on social media were over the age of 30 years old. Now, this is not to say that everyone over 30 doesn't understand social media. That's clearly not the case. However, I'm not totally surprised that it was a different generation than mine that bashed Elle, because myself and I know my friends are well aware of the power social media influencers have on the public and their fans. Now listen, the hotel had every right to pass up on the opportunity. However, there was no reason to publicly shame what looks to be a perfectly open and friendly request to collaborate. Hotels across the world strike deals with influencers like this and get high quality content for a very low cost. Now let's stop and think about this for a second. If I owned a hotel and every single room isn't booked out, wouldn't it make a lot of sense to allow an influencer to stay there to help you promote your establishment, then let the room sit empty? However, Paul says in his Facebook post to Elle, "If I let you stay here in return for a feature in your video, who is going to pay the staff who look after you? Who is going to pay the housekeepers who clean your room? The waiters who serve you breakfast? The receptionist who checks you in? Who is going to pay for the light and the heat you use during your stay? The laundering of your bed sheets? The water rate? Maybe I should tell my staff that they will be featured in your video in lieu of receiving payment for work carried out while you're in residence?" To me, it's clear that Paul has no clue the value of social media, or he's absolutely brilliant and has crafted this whole thing to be a great big marketing play. And if that's the case, more power to you, my friend. Either way, Elle, I got your back, girl, and couldn't agree more that this was uncalled for and over the top. But wait, I got one more thing for you guys. I'm curious to know what you guys think. There's a certain site out there that claims to be in support of the YouTube influencer community that actually published this same story with the title, "Hotel Bans YouTuber After Creator Demanded Free Stay Then Cried When Refused." Now I'm a little lost here, guys, because doesn't that undermine the whole influencer space? Maybe they're related to Paul Stenson himself. What do you guys think? However, I digress. Let me go out with this. In the words of Elle, I'm living my best life. He's clearly not living his. So to all of you watching out there, keep living your best life. I clearly told you what I think about this story, but now I want to hear from you. Leave me a comment below and let me know what you guys think. As always, give this video a like and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of my influencer news. It's Friday. I gotta get the heck out of here. I'll see you guys next week. Have a great weekend. Peace.